wait, could they? Excuse me. They couldn't wait, could they? Tired as hell, bro.
He goes on.
What's up, Scrub? I see they sent you a notification. He said I gotta catch up on the Patreon stuff today. I told y'all, boy, I'll be uploading, dog. I'll be uploading on the Patreon. But it'll be there for you though. So you're gonna have stuff every day. It's a lot of information, man, so don't feel bad. But it's good information. I talk about the news stuff that everybody else isn't talking about. I just uploaded something about Trump today, so that'll be dope. What's up, Jay? No, we finna talk about this because all the analysts in the media, especially the white analysts, couldn't jump up fast enough to basically try to take what Tom Brady does. When Tom Brady says something about Josh Allen, everybody jumps up with joy. But when he says something about Lamar Jackson, everybody got mad and started hating. It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous as hell. He said I just read the Trump stuff on there. Yeah, man. I'll be putting all that stuff over there because they're not gonna push it on YouTube. If I talk about that stuff over here, it's only gonna have like 10 views. Because for some reason they won't let that video pass. Let me put my glasses on. Jeez. All right, that's better. Now, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills basically got rid of Stephon Diggs. They basically are blaming Stephon Diggs for everything. They made him the scapegoat, which just pisses me off. It's like, how many times are we going to get this guy passed? So Tom Brady comes out and basically said, oh, what's up, Fast Break? So Tom Brady comes out and endorses Josh Allen, says that Josh Allen is going to be the next quarterback who doesn't have a ring yet, that's going to win. He just has Mahomes in his way. So basically trying to indicate that the fix is in, that they're going to give everything to Allen and try to push him again. Listen, you got a quarterback in Baltimore who has done way more in less time than Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. Everybody love to bring up Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl is a team achievement. It is not an individual achievement. Plus, Joe Burrow wasn't the driving force of that team. The driving force of that team was the unexpected play of the defense. The defense started balling. Joe has playmakers. He has Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. He has all these weapons he was able to give it to. Taj Boyd. He's able to fluster. He's basically a guy who is a game manager. That's who Joe Burrow is. He's a game manager. He's not a game changer. He's a game manager. That's what he is. That's what he does. Because you saw him when he didn't have all this talent. You saw him the first year. He got hurt. But nobody brings nothing up for these quarterbacks because we live in a society where everything is judged off of colorism. They see a brother who plays quarterback. He just has athletic ability. That's not fair. How is it not fair? You got TJ Bitch Manzada. That's his name, Bitch Manzada. I would say it to your face. I don't give a damn where you from, homie. Like straight up. I don't care who you are. If I ever saw you, I would tell you you're disrespectful. You a flaky ass nigga. I don't even think he a nigga. I just think he a Samoan. He tried to be a fake ass, and he one of them fake ass niggas. That's who TJ who's a bitch is. That's his name, TJ who's a bitch. He always throwing shots at Lamar. Everybody throws shots at Lamar. You even got Carson Palmer talking about Josh Allen. All the glazing of Josh Allen is mind-boggling to me. When he is the reason his teams are not winning, he's throwing the ball way too much. In the clutch, he's coming up short. Even in the game against the Baltimore Ravens, they only lost because Lamar made a bad decision. He tried to throw it to the tight end, but what he should have done was wait for Snead to get open. If Snead would have got open, he could have hit him. But Lamar was pressing because he wanted to win, because he has all this pressure on him. Yet Josh Allen could walk around here lackadaisical, like, going to work today. It's so good being white. I get to go to work today. That's what he does. And then they threw Stephon Diggs under the bus. How you throw Stephon Diggs under the bus? This dude came over there, played with you, sent the slick disc, a side disc to Lamar, and a disc to his quarterback, Kirk Cousins. And this is how you treat him? This is what I'm saying. It's like Josh Allen has never been that guy. He's been pushed on a pedestal that is so crazy to me. Like, how the hell you're able to be getting all this love, but the guy over here doesn't? This is what I try to tell you guys, is that we live in a society where everything is judged off of your color of your skin. Doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter if you walk this way, talk this way. You're basically going to be seen as a problem or somebody who nobody can relate to. So this dude here is basically getting pushed. Now, Ryan Clark did what any other analyst did. He called him out. Dan Orlovsky was trying to give him a pass after that terrible performance last year. But when it happens to Lamar, it's messed up. But see, Lamar Jackson trying to win the game from throwing from the pocket because you guys have mentally just said that it's unfair for him to run. But Josh Allen, a quarterback who runs way more than Lamar Jackson, bolts the pocket quicker than Lamar Jackson, is glorified when he runs the ball. Oh, and don't worry, I got that video coming soon about Rick Buford when he said when Rick Buford said that Cam Newton was more impactful to the game than Patrick Mahomes. And he's right. And I'm going to tell you why. Cam Newton I have ranked higher on my quarterback list than Patrick Mahomes. And he was a better pocket passer than Patrick Mahomes. Like I told you guys, I don't go off of what everybody else go off of. I go off what I watch. And this guy here, Josh Allen, just seems to have Teflon on, dog, or Keflon on. It's like it's okay for him to stink up the joint. Nobody will bring up none of his bad performances. But when it comes to Lamar Jackson, it's whatever. Tom Brady endorsed Lamar Jackson as it's your turn, you're up. And you know what they said? They hated him for it. How you gonna pick Lamar over Josh Allen and Joe Burrow? How? They just crying like a bunch of hoes, dog. I ain't never seen so many people crying about that shit. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Lamar Jackson has won back-to-back MVPs. He is on the team that is least talented than the goddamn Buffalo Bills. What are we talking about here? You know, what are we talking about? Like, what are we trying to derive? Where are we trying to get to? Like, we continuously let the media, who wasn't made for us and who still isn't made for us. See, the media is made for white folks. The media was never made for black folks. The only thing made for us. The only thing made for us was sports. That's it. That's it. Sports. That's it. The finances, the stock market, politics, all of that never included us. All we were given was sports. That's it. So that's the problem. Josh Allen has continuously stolen money. When Josh Allen finally steps up and be a quarterback and lives up to what he does, then we will actually have a chance to gauge him. Can he win an MVP? Can he? Can he win an MVP? What can he do? Or is he going to continue blaming everybody? Who they going to blame this year when they lose? Who are you going to blame? He's going to end up blaming the coach. He's going to end up blaming the general manager. He's going to end up blaming everybody but himself. He has yet to take accountability. You threw Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs made you better, made you a better quarterback. And yet he gets eviscerated by Buffalo Bills fans. That's why y'all are called, boy, I love losing Super Bowls. Because y'all love losing. Because y'all keep making dumb decision after dumb decision. Your head coach is a defensive coordinator, but yet your defense does enough. Josh Allen's the one who doesn't step up. When is he going to step up? Exactly, Scrub. Lamar B, I'm going to pin that. Let me pin that. I pinned that message that Scrub said. Lamar be winning in spite of his organization. Josh Allen be costing his team games they should win. Exactly. You guys had the best team. I think y'all had the best. Y'all had one of the best records last year. Y'all were projected to win it all. And you continuously choke. They gave you a home game. They really to me, they should have played the game in the neutral field. Because of that game y'all canceled because of the Damar Hamlin incident. Y'all still lost. Burrow and them came in there and took your head and moved on. And see, that's the problem. We got to learn how to hold these guys accountable because the media not going to do it. The media basically told you it's Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. Joe Burrow was hurt yet last year, so they was like, all right, then we'll just push Lamar Jackson. When Lamar Jackson, since coming into the league, has a better winning percentage than all of these guys, except for Patrick Mahomes, who I have touted as the best quarterback right now because of his accolades and them winning. But do I think he's an all-time great? No, Patrick Mahomes is not an all-time great to me. I don't think he's a top 25 quarterback of all time right now. He cannot throw from the pocket well. His mechanics are off. I don't care what the hell this nigga Carson Palmer's talking about, because Carson Palmer talk about Josh Allen throwing bubble screens and throwing this. Like Lamar can't throw a bubble screen. Nigga, Lamar throws a bubble screen and throws in the middle of the field and could throw the deep ball. What are you talking about? See, him and TJ, who's your bitch, they are running an agenda. They're running an agenda ploy so they can get hits and views. When you diss somebody who's a polarizing figure, you get more views, you get more subscribers, you get more donations when you're being disrespectful. So if I come on here disrespecting a lot of the greats, that's when everybody want to sign up to me or subscribe to me. No, I'm going to tell you how it is. I didn't like Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan is a piece of shit. I think he's a guy who, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said, chose commerce over knowledge. You know. But he was a great player. To me, more of a great scorer. Some people like to say he's the greatest of all time. I'm like, well, he's the greatest, probably the greatest scorer of all time. But this is the stuff I talk about, man. Tom Brady get love now because he gave Josh Allen love. What a joke. It's a goddamn joke. We finna go into another season of glazing Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, dog. Watch. Justin Herbert gonna get glazed so much this year. They had the nerve to put him over Lamar Jackson last year. I said, are you kidding me? I remember SB came in here with that bullshit one day. Justin Herbert should be MVP. I'm like, man, take your ass back to basketball. So that's the thing. Josh Allen has to prove to me that he can win and take a franchise somewhere because of all the notoriety he's getting, all the glazing, all the everybody giving him props. I want to see what he does. He has to prove to me that he can do something. Now, who are they gonna have a receiver? You're gonna have Davis. Who else you gonna have? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Josh Allen's very talented, but the problem is he's not taking accountability. What's going on, Melanie Martinez fan? But my thing is, what are you going to do this year? You gotta learn how to take it. You gotta learn how to say, you know what, we gotta run the ball more. I think I need to throw less. I think he needs to throw between 25 to 35 attempts a game. To me, him throwing 40 something, 50 is not conducive to them being successful. Yeah, Curtis Samuel, he's going to save Allen. Right. So you basically gave up Stephon Diggs. Yeah, Davis got traded to the Jags. Exactly, Jay. So Davis is gone. Diggs is gone. So now you got Curtis Samuel. Oh yeah, they got that tight end from last year, Kincaid. Remember they picked Kincaid up in the draft? They picked him up in the draft. Oh no. The media can't be trusted at all. Media never could be trusted. The media gonna lie to you and tell you something great when it's not. And y'all heard what Eric DeCosta said. Eric DeCosta talked about when he was doing the media, when he was talking to the media when he was talking to Lamar about the contract. He tried to say, let me tell you what he said. He tried to say it's hard to do business with a client who's his own agent because you have to tell him that he's not that good. I'm like, not that good? Bro, Lamar Jackson accumulates 90% of your offense. If you take him out of the equation, your offense sucks. You already know. The media lies all the time. The media stands for multi-ethnical destruction in America. That's what the media stands for. They are an agenda-based group who tears down minorities, tears down people of color, and they elevate Caucasians and pink folk. They put them at the top of the list. They make them look like they're God's grace to the green earth. And they make everybody else look like they're either a demon or they're a villain. That's the whole mindset of the media. The media doesn't tell the truth. The media lies a lot of times. Look at the O.J. Simpson thing. O.J. Simpson just passed away, right? All the media talked about was the trial. They never talked about that he's one of the greatest running backs ever in history. They never talk about what he's done or how the good things about him. They always bring up the bad. But when Michael Douglas' father died, they never brought up that he was a pedophile. They talked about him with the utmost respect. When Elvis died, they talked about him with the utmost respect. Everybody else, you get talked about like a dog. You get talked about like you ain't shit. And this is the same thing that quarterbacks are going through. Deshaun Watson was accused of sexual assault by 23 women. All 23 of them hoes was lying. Everybody was like, but it's a law number. Doesn't matter. It never went to court. Deshaun Watson was never arrested. Here's the key words that you dumbasses don't understand. He was never arrested. He was never convicted. So if somebody was never arrested or never convicted, how are they evil? Then the women tried to get it. One of the cases went to court. Criminally, it was thrown out. Bold and Brashman, he wasn't proven guilty. The evidence showed that he didn't do it. Second of all, the police tampered with the evidence to try to make it look like he did it. So he wasn't guilty. No, he was not found responsible for their deaths. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what the media does. You see this, scrub? Bold and Brashman is a perfect example of brainwash. He is a perfect example of brainwash and following the lies. He wasn't found responsible in civil court. Civil court, he was sued. They made it guilty plea, so he had to pay the Goldmans. Just because you had to pay money doesn't mean you're guilty, sir. I could take you to court for being for saying something that isn't right, or I could take you to court for walking down the street wrong. Doesn't mean that you're wrong. Just because he paid a civil suit doesn't mean anything. He wasn't charged criminally. He wasn't taken into custody criminally or anything. He was found not guilty, sir. So you have to do your research. So it wasn't no armed robbery, bro. He went there to get his memorabilia back because they took the memorabilia from him. So when he got the memorabilia, they tried to say that he stole it. He did not. So you need to do your research, sir. So like I said, the media is liars. The media continuously to do it. Yeah, he was charged for that, for going to get his own stuff. So you're going to get prosecuted for taking your own stuff, sir. That doesn't make any sense. So if I go here and get my stuff, I'm going to be arrested for taking my stuff. No, they charged him because they couldn't get him for the murders of Nicole or Rod Goldman. That's the reason why they arrested him. They didn't arrest him just to do it. They set him up for that so they could say, oh, we got him on something. So what are you talking about? They were gunning for OJ for years because they couldn't convict him. But see, that's the media brainwashing you. But see, they don't ever bring up Michael Douglas's father, who was a pedophile. They never bring up Walt Disney when he died. He was a pedophile. They never bring up all of these people who have done heinous stuff. They don't ever bring that up. But if it's a black entertainer or a man that's black or a person of color, they tear them people down. So the thing is that the man passed away. It's over with. Talk about the good that he did. It's over with. He's done. You don't do this with any other person. They ran a whole thing on Elvis. Elvis' wife was underage when he married her, but nobody brings that up. Elvis messed with women underage. They don't bring none of that up. They hide that fact because they said, oh, he's the king of pop. He's the king of this. So it's like, come on. You can't have double standards when you're doing something. And this is what they do when it comes to sports, when it comes to football, when it comes to basketball, when it comes to any sport. Hell, look at baseball. They basically priced out all the black Americans. They took all the baseball fields out of the projects, out of the hood, out of the black community so they could just send it overseas. They went overseas to get people who look just like us. They're not us. They speak another language so they could pay them cheaper. They didn't want us to be getting the money that we were well deserved of. And we performed at the highest level. We made baseball. The Negro Leagues made baseball. It wasn't until it was 2000, I think 15 or 13 when they finally brought the Negro Leagues in the Hall of Fame, just to show their disdain for us as black folks. So that's just messed up to me. My issue is with the media is call it down the line. If you're going to talk about somebody that's wrong, talk about the other side that's wrong. When that person died that's of color and you're going to desecrate him when he's dead and gone, can't defend himself no more, do the same thing to a white person who did something the exact same way. But they're not going to do it because that's how it works. That's how the cookie crumbles. My thing is, let's get back to the original topic. Tom Brady endorses Josh Allen. Everybody's up in arms praising. Yeah, thank you, Tom. Good job, Tom. Yeah, Tom is the guy. But then when he praised Lamar Jackson, Lamar, you got up next. Everybody like, why are you saying he got next? Why? Why are you saying he got next? He don't have no next. Come on. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. So that's the problem. And see, that's what messes people up and everything. People don't pay attention to the things that they need to pay attention to. Yeah, Bolden Brashman, the media does that to people of color. And people say we bring up racism. We don't bring racism or prejudice up. The media does. The majority does. Not the minorities. We're the minorities. The majority brings this up. The majority loves to play victim. They don't ever want to take responsibility. They want to brush that bitch right under the rug and let it sit there, collecting dust. Oh, I think I'm going to watch that. Yeah. Yeah, Scrub, we do know what it is out here. We know what it's been like for years. So that's the thing. But we're going to see what Josh Allen does. Yeah, Penix is the second best quarterback in the draft, right? But yet, But yet, he's getting treated like he don't even exist. They're trying to say he need to go second round. I'm like, are you kidding me? Michael Penix throws one of the prettiest balls of any quarterback in the draft. No, Bolden Brashman, it's not even that. The problem is the Jewish community, excuse me, and mainly them own the media. The Jewish people own the media. So you got to ask yourself a question. If Jewish people went through what they went through at the Holocaust, right? They went through their plights. And you own the media. Why do you have the media depicting black or people of color like animals? But yet, on one hand, you're saying you're for the people of color, but behind closed doors, you're really not. They own the industry. They own the media. Jews do. Jews had a big hand in the transatlantic slave agreement, but we'll talk about that on the Patreon. I don't want to talk about that here on this page because I know that that'll mess up the algorithm. Yeah, they hype up Bo Nix, they hype up Drake May and F and JJ McCarthy. I'll take JJ McCarthy over Bo Nix, and I like JJ McCarthy, but he's not better than no Penix. Did I diss the Jews? I didn't diss the Jews. See, listen to what I said. I didn't diss you. See, jumping to conclusion. That's that brainwash shit. Because I said Jew, you jumping off the rails. I said that the Jews own everything. They own the industry. They own the media. So if the Jews are people who know what it feels like being desecrated, they feel like being how they've been crucified, how they've been did dirty. Why is it that you allow the media and you allow everything to tear us down? So all I'm saying is this. Jews to me are hypocrites. Not all Jews, but the majority of you guys are hypocrites because you guys live in a bubble. For instance, Kyrie Irving retweeted a movie. Didn't agree with everything the movie said, just retweeted it because it was enhancing and enlightening our black community. Do you know what they said? Oh, he's being anti-Semitic. Let's get that word Semitic. What does Semitic mean? Semitic mean people from Afro origins, like Phoenicians, Aramaic, people of Africa. But when you type in anti-Semitic, it says anything against the Jews. Okay, now wait a minute. If blacks are black, and that's what the word Semitic means, we're the Semitic people from the Semites, from that tribe. Why is it anti-Semitic when somebody speaks about a Jew? Just saying. So we have to look at what we're living in. When you realize what the world we're in, the bubble that we're in, the world that is being taught to us, then you will understand better. Like, okay, I understand what's going on. Because there's no damn way Josh Allen should be getting praise over Lamar Jackson, who's a back-to-back, I mean, not a back-to-back, but a two-time MVP. The only other quarterback who got that is Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. That's in the league. That's it. But he doesn't get talked about. We're going to talk about two guys who aren't MVP. See, the MVP means something when a white man has it. But when a black man earns it, doesn't mean shit. It's like, whatever. They just gave it to him. Whatever. So that's the problem I have. You're that disrespectful to that guy. But this man ain't win nothing. What's up, One True? Hell yeah, America is a racist country. Exactly. And One True is from Nigeria. And One True has talked about how America is very racist. And he's from Nigeria. He's from Africa. He is a real African. That's a man who's an African. I'm not an African. I'm American. Like I said on the last video, we were here first. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because I don't want to get my video messed with, because they've been sending people who spam all day through my page. Right, Josh Allen ain't done shit, but yet he's being touted as the best quarterback, or the second best quarterback under Mahomes. Or they got Joe Burrow as the second best quarterback. First they said, oh, Burrow can beat Patrick Mahomes. He just did it before. They just talk about Burrow. But Lamar Jackson ain't the reason why the Ravens lost. And I told Raven fans that. Y'all lost because your offensive coordinator shit the pooch. He shitted the pooch. He didn't run the ball. All he did was throw the damn ball. That's it. That's all he did. They had a chance. They only ran the ball 6 times the whole game. Once in the first half. When Lamar started bolting the pocket and actually running, that's when things started going. Then Flowers, shout out to L'Jarius Sneed, who made a great play on the ball, knocking out his hands, had a chance to score to make the game interesting. He fumbles the ball. So my thing is this. How does a man who wins 2 MVPs, right? 2 MVPs don't get no love? It's crazy. Yeah. Right, exactly. Like One True said, imagine putting Allen and Burrow over Lamar, man with all pros and 2 MVPs. Americans always expose their racism, bro. It's sad. Can't watch these sports shows anymore. Exactly. You can't even watch the sports shows because the sports shows are so slanted and biased. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, man, what they do. You mean to tell me a man, right? A man who won 2 MVPs. He ain't shit. We gonna talk shit about him. We gonna talk shit about him. That's how it is. Storylines and agendas. Yep, that's all it is in the world. Like whatever fits your storyline or fits your agenda is cool. But if it don't fit a person's agenda or storyline, it's over. He said 2 MVPs don't mean jack squat when you black. It don't. And it's sad, scrub. It don't mean anything. But yet Aaron Rodgers can win 4 of them hoes. And he's still considered the greatest. Lamar could win 2 more MVPs. You know what they'll say? He's still a running back. It's crazy to me. They did Cam Newton the same way. Cam Newton revolutionized the sport, impacted the game more than a lot of people. And does he get any love for it? Nope. He just get talked about. You got guys trying to say he wasn't a good quarterback. I'm like, okay, I asked him to name his best receiver. You know what these fools try to tell me? These fools try to tell me Steve Smith. I said, bro, Steve Smith only played, I think, a year with Cam. So what are you talking about? He only played a year. So who was his best receiver after that? These niggas gonna try to say Greg Olsen. And I said, bro, that's a tight end. That's not a receiver. And then I asked them, so who has been Josh Allen's best, his best weapon the past 2-3 years? They said Stephon Diggs. Now, I asked them, he had Stephon Diggs, he had Gabe Davis, he had Kincaid, they just picked from Utah. You mean to tell me Utah State, I think it's Utah or Utah State, one of them. I think it's Utah. The Utes. Right. 2-3 years of an older Steve Smith. Exactly. He had an older Steve Smith. Now, imagine if he had Steve Smith in his prime. Imagine the things they could have done. Imagine if they would have gave him a couple receivers to go to. See, people don't take things in context. Right. Allen and Herbert, like Justin Herbert losing. You know, everybody knows it's the coach's fault. But Lamar Jackson can't get that luxury. Lamar Jackson can't get that his coach effed up. It got to be on him. And then you had TJ, who's your bitch, try to say, well, Lamar should have went against them and made that passing play into a run play. No, because then you'll say that he's not listening to his coach. But I don't blame you, though. I don't blame you. I guess you went to Oregon State or somewhere. I don't know where you went. You've been capping for these white boys since you've been there, man. I don't like Lamar Jackson. Why you don't like him? Lamar Jackson proved that he could throw. Yeah, they gave him Kelvin Benjamin. And that dude ate himself out the league. And his first year, Kelvin Benjamin did good. He got hurt his second year. And then they just got rid of him. Because I think his grandma or ma died. He wasn't the same. Excuse me. But what they should have done was they should have went and got him another receiver. You don't just get Kelvin Benjamin and say, oh, we're good. Then you went to go get Ted Ginn. And then what's the other dude? Fudgens? Terrible. Yeah, black people fall for that dumb shit. It's like, why are you falling for this dumbness? Why? It don't make sense. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to make this too long. I'm gonna get an hour's sleep. But why do I think people don't like Lamar as a man? Because he dark-skinned it and he's better than all of them. They don't like him because he's dark-skinned and he's intelligent. He's not ignorant or a savage. He's an intelligent young black man, and that's what they fear. Yeah, Funches, Philly Brown, Theodore Ginn Jr. Right, he has some great weapons, though. Man, get the hell out of here. Exactly, Scrub. Like, get the hell out of here with y'all lying asses. But yeah, man, I'm about to be up out of here. I did this way too long. I already know I ain't gonna get that much sleep. Yeah, that's why they don't like it, because Lamar is the stereotype of black man. Right, he's not the stereotype. Lamar Jackson actually is a man who does for his community, who has his own restaurant. He takes care of his family, and he's still hated. Right, Jericho Cotchery. Jericho Cotchery was one of your best receivers. If that's your best receiver, then you in trouble. Ted Ginn was his best receiver, dog. That's terrible. Yeah, he got a girlfriend. Lamar Jackson is a guy who doesn't like to be in the media like that. That's why we trying to tell people. You don't have to be in the media or show your face. See, that's something they made up. They made that shit up. Lamar Jackson got a family. He's good. He's taking care of his kids. He has a girlfriend, but I don't think it's really a photo out there. Like, he keeps everything to the chest. Like, everything to the chest. He don't trust none of these people. But yeah. I'm out this thing, guys. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Scrub, man. Shout out to everybody, man, who support me. Shout out to y'all. I give y'all a shout out on the next video. I'm finna get some quick sleep real quick. But you guys be blessed, man. Make sure y'all go to One True Emperor's page too. I'm out. Deezy.